their tactics change, their weapons change, and we have to adapt with them as well. Guys who've got 1,000, 2,000 hours on the Typhoon are still learning every day as tactics evolve as well. And that's something that's changing all the time. We want to devote the least amount of brain time to flying the aircraft.
It's the fullest amount of brain time for me.
You can see we're getting close to the runway here. Hold that there, it's all right. And there you are, you're on the deck. So that's it, you just landed a Typhoon.
That's amazing.
That's great.
My legs are shaking. Brilliant. Thank you.
All right, real pleasure. Wish we had more time.
Very, very special trip. Very special trip. I loved it. But I'm here to cook, so what special experience? Well, this place has some of the best seafood in the world, and particularly lobster, from just down the road. Just look at that. The new Typhoon is an amazing bit of kit. This is lobster and crumpets, alright? Fantastic combination this. So for these little crumpets we have two different flour. We have strong bread flour and plain flour. A little bit of bicarb soda in there, and then add our dry ingredients first. A pinch of sugar. Now this will feed the yeast, so a bit of sugar, pinch of salt. Now, a good tip really for whenever you're making anything with yeast is to keep the salt away from the yeast. Although you need salt for flavour, but what salt will do with yeast is kill it. So you start off by keeping it separate. So the salt's in that part of the bowl, and the yeast
I need
is
water.
in this side of the bowl. Now, hopefully, somebody's going to grab this pot of yeast. Cameraman. Because we aren't allowed to leave anything behind in case a little bit of yeast packet goes inside one of those engines, and it's a very expensive bill for ITV, so we thought we'd leave it. So now we turn our attention to our liquid. You add the milk and water. Just keep adding a little bit at a time. Using a whisk, mix this together.
Yes.
Now, different flours will absorb different amounts of liquid. And what we're trying to form is a batter. So think of it like a fish and chip batter, really. That's all I can describe it as. Now somebody else will come along here and grab this lot. Wasn't too conspicuous, was it really, that? That's Sam. She's the superstar of this TV programme. Now, we leave that to one side. Now, in an ideal world, at home, in your kitchen, we would cover this over with cling film, but we don't want plastic flying around. And then we lift this off. Sam will now come back again. Take this off me. Now we need a ring for this. You can use whatever you want to hand, but ideally a metal ring. And we're going to cook our little crumpets on a griddle or a flat plate. So just a touch of oil, like that. And we need some butter. So a little bit of butter. Just a little knob of butter, like that.
The giant.
Now we don't want the grill like too hot, which is a good job because it's blowing a hoolie out here. Then what looks like one of the base's great grandmother's labels.
Yes.
Just put a little bit of this mixture in here. Just gently cook it like that, and it's going to sit there. In the meantime, while that's happening, we can prepare our lobster. Now, I'm going to show you how to prepare it. So with a lobster, you treat it almost like three parts, really. The claws, the body, and the tail. So most of the meat on a lobster comes in the claws and the tail. Nature's been amazing for us. It's actually drawn us